everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 8th through to the 14th of August. Can't believe we're there already. Okay, let's have a quick look and see what the angels have in store for us this week. Oh, I like this card. First card we have is Archangel Chamuel, and it's Divine Love. Archangel Chamuel is the one who brings in soulmates. So for some of you it may be a literal sense of a soulmate relationship deepening. It may be a new soulmate coming in. But the Divine Love is also about self-love and about loving yourself and giving yourself that kind of unconditional love that we don't always give. Interesting. The card that's come out with this, the influence card, is intuition. So once again, I feel that this goes more inwards. Maybe you've been doubting your intuition. Maybe you've been doubting that you can actually do something, that you have actually got the skills required to do something, and it's about actually loving yourself enough to not have all those doubts that that we tend to place on ourselves and self-limitations. But also, if you're in the early stages of a relationship, or maybe you're in a long-term relationship and you've just been kind of thinking maybe it's not worth it or there's something wrong, that could be your ego speaking, because quite often when things happen in a relationship, maybe they have a bad day at work and they come home and they take it out on you because they're in that kind of, who else can they vent at? Who else do they feel safe enough to vent at? Who, even, I don't mean vocal rage, but sometimes even withdrawing and going into their shell because they feel comfortable doing that around you. And then what happens? You say, oh, they don't love me, or they're going off me, or they no longer want to connect with me because they're withdrawing, when really it's something that's personal to them. So your intuition would be saying to you at that time, if you actually listen to it, exactly what's going on. But your ego's going, no, this is personal, they don't love you, they've gone off you. You're ugly, who's going to love you? And all that kind of rubbish that goes on inside our heads when we're in a relationship. So listen to your intuition, because your intuition won't actually feed you fear. It's your ego that will feed your fear. The next card. And we have Archangel Zadkiel and the Angel of Forgiveness. I'm just wondering how many of you are going to have arguments beginning of the week with your soulmates and go around to this stage of Wednesday, Thursday, that forgiveness. Okay, that's why I'm laughing. But Archangel Zadkiel is the one who actually comes in and helps to heal relationships. So can you see the pattern there? Okay, so if you are having sort of turbulent times, just listen to your intuition, go with your intuition, know that Archangel Chamuel has brought this person in because they're a soulmate, and Archangel Zadkiel is just trying to help you to work on that. And that goes as much for all of us in long-term relationships as for people in newbie relationships, okay? Because sometimes it's the long-term relationships that you hit the bumps and you just don't know how to get out of. And just because you've been with somebody 10, 20, 30, 40 years even, doesn't mean you still haven't got insecurities. Because I think where there's love, there's always insecurity. Because where there's love, you're actually showing your vulnerable side. Okay, and it takes a lot of courage to actually be in love and be in a relationship like that. And we have the card of home, okay, which I love this card. It's got a lovely heart on it, and it's got roots, very strong roots, and lots of lovely growth, and angel wings around it. And I really feel that what that is, I put my teeth back in, what that is saying is that love's returning to the home, love's returning to the situation that that you're in at the moment. So that falls in quite nicely under the forgiveness card. I like the way this reading's going. Let's have a look. And we have the angel, Archangel Gabriel. I was going to say the angel of new beginnings. That's what I wanted to say there. So the angel. So new beginnings, yes. And also communication, and the card is communication, okay? So you may find that you actually start talking more, you start working out where you want to go, coming up with maybe compromises at work for both of you if you've had issues where you've been at a little bit of a loggerhead. That could be to do with the home. Quite often when I do readings for people, one of the biggest obstacles, if you don't live in the same town, if you live in different places, and it's who is going to give up where they are and move in with the other, who is going to make that sacrifice. And quite often I say, do a compromise, meet halfway, because then everybody's happy. Okay, so you know, so there's lots of things that you need to talk about, and that's the communication coming in the end of the week. If you're in a long-term relationship, you know, I think every so often you need to have a discussion. You know, you wouldn't run a business without getting everybody involved in that business round the table once a month, once a week even, and sort of discussing where you see that business going, what your aims are, what the objectives are, you know, and you know, if you look at any business, they have team meetings, but how often do we have that when we're in a long-term relationship? How often do we sit down and say, okay, what is it you want? Where is it you see us going? Am I doing good enough for you? You know, we don't do that, do we? We don't have those kind of discussions. And that last question wasn't me being, before I have everybody going, oh, that's very sexist. You know, both partners need to ask that. If you both try and do the best for the other one, when you think about it logically, you're going to have a really happy relationship because you're both trying to be there for the other one, both trying to support and putting them first. So in a way, you're being put first because the other one's watching your back. So, okay, we have the card of joy. And this is lovely, I love this card. The butterfly is almost like a re-emergence. So if you are in a relationship that's gone through a little bit of a hard time, that's maybe had some doubts, you know, you've got that re-emergence, that rebirth of it. Okay, so that's towards the end of the week, so you may find communication coming in where you wasn't expecting it, or a conversation happening that actually helps you to find the wings again to put into this relationship. If you're one of the people that I said I felt there, some of this reading I felt went out to people on more about connecting with themselves and about divine love and their spirituality and connecting with their intuition. You know, that may be when you get to midweek, you actually have to forgive yourself for some choices that you've made, for decisions that you've made. Maybe you have to forgive people around you and actually accept that you're just going to be who you are. You know, on the spiritual path, you won't always find everyone who agrees with you, and sometimes you have to go against people, even people who you hold in very high esteem and love dearly, but you have to say, this is where my heart is, this is what my heart wants to follow, and I hope one day you can just live and let live and just accept this is me, because if I try to be anything else, then I'm not being all of me and I lose part of my essence. Okay, and the home card there for those people would be about coming home to where you belong. Not as in moving location, but you know, in that place in your mind where you feel I've arrived home, I feel safe, and I'm ready to move forward. Okay, communication, maybe getting spirit links coming through, maybe communicating with people that you hadn't thought you would communicate, who will open doors for you. So for instance, it could be a random meeting with someone who says, oh, you know, there's this group or there's this course, or I think you'd be brilliant at, and going with it. And the last card, the joy, would be, you know, the re-emergence. So I think I've almost done a recap there, so I'm going to do a very, very quick one. Beginning of the week, Archangel Chamuel. He is the spiritual careers counsellor. So as I said, for those of you working on the spiritual side, those of you wanting to move in on the spiritual side, links in lovely with the intuition card. Archangel Chamuel is also the one who brings in soulmates. So this can be about following your intuition with regards to a soulmate relationship. Midweek, Archangel Zadkiel, the angel of emotional healing and forgiveness, and you know, and healing relationships around you. You know, but it's more about the emotional healing, and that is what he's doing. Okay, and it doesn't tell me, looking at that card, Archangel Zadkiel, as I said, he's emotional healing, doesn't tell me that this relationship, if this is for the relationship people, is really on the rocks at all. Okay, because if it was on the rocks, then you'd have Archangel Ragu really trying to get it sorted for you. Archangel Ragu is the one who heals the relationships, where with Archangel Zadkiel, it's more about the forgiveness and the emotional healing. But, you know, in a relationship, you need to bring that in. So I always kind of feel, I find it very hard to actually separate Zadkiel and Ragu. I always feel they work together somehow. and where there's one, there's the other. But when you get Archangel Zadkiel and you haven't got an Archangel Ragu card, it's normally showing it's not quite at that level, and it's something that can be spoken about, it can be resolved. Okay, you've got the love coming in the home, you've got communication later on with Archangel Gabriel and communication coming in, and the last card is joy. Okay, and you've got this lovely, lovely butterfly. Okay, and I feel the butterfly is symbolic of rebirth, it's symbolic of rejuvenation, of something actually finding its wings, of something going from one stage, which maybe wasn't so great, like the caterpillar stage, going into, you know, the beautiful butterfly stage that's ready to soar. Okay, I think I've finished this reading. Love and light to you all. Bye. Hello, we've come to the part we call the drawer. Card shuffle. Let's see who we've got this week. Okay, yes, I've got something. I've got, hope I say this right, Sean Fagan. Okay, I think it's Sean. Hope I've got that right. If I didn't get it right, I'm going to call you Sean, but if I've got your name wrong, no offence, mate. But it's Fagan is the surname. I think I've got that right at least. Okay, Sean. There's a situation around you. I always say to people to look at the main reading, and Archangel Gabriel came into the main reading, and you have leadership. Okay, this card is saying it's time for you to assume leadership and power and position and lovingly guide others. Now, you know, I feel that there's a situation around you, and it really feels like you felt quite passionate about this and quite heated about this. And it feels like you need to have your voice heard. You need to say what you're feeling. And if you say what you're feeling, I feel you will take, can I say, ownership of this situation and be able to place your authority in it. And I feel the more you do that, you know, because if you look, it's almost like she's lost her trumpet. And I'm really being drawn to that, and it's like I want to give her her trumpet, and I want her to be able to blow her trumpet. And to me, you know, the saying of blowing your own trumpet is about actually feeling in control, feeling empowered, and being at that situation where, you know, you can take credit for what you're doing, you can take ownership of it. One of the 7 principles of spirituality is to take personal responsibility. Okay, and I really feel that this is something that you need to do, Sean. That's not me being nasty to you or offensive to you, but I feel for some reason you've put the needs of others before your own, and you've not actually sort of stepped forward and taken ownership over this situation. And I just feel this situation is kind of, it's been weighing you down for a while, and it's almost like I'm being drawn to the dark clouds there. And I just feel that once you actually get that trumpet and blow that trumpet and show people exactly who you are and exactly what you are capable of and take leadership, then you will find all those clouds will go away. And I just feel very empowered with this. I also feel that there's an opportunity to elevate in, this feels like on a career path, and I feel the opportunity's coming. But what you need to do, you need to stop someone who's stealing your limelight, because I really want to give you that trumpet, and I honestly don't feel you're going to go and play trumpets. It's, you know, it's all symbolic, okay, but I really want to give you that trumpet, and I really want you to take credit for what you are doing and for you to shine, Sean, because I feel once you do that, then you will find the opportunities opening up that will help you, because I feel like you're going to be progressing upwards. And I really feel that this is coming in, but not coming in just yet. I mean, obviously when I do these readings and information flows in, it's not always this week or next week in these readings, because Spirit know, my guides know that I might not have your name come out for a little while. It depends, you know. So here's the opportunity, and they're saying to you it's coming along, and I really want to go late October, early November for this opportunity. But it really feels like it's the right opportunity, and it feels like something you've been moving towards. Now, I'm also really drawn to the orange, so I feel that there's, you know, orange links in with the sacral chakra, which is your centre of passion, sexuality, intimacy, You know, that flame that burns, and I really feel that that flame is being stoked up, and that passion really is coming into your life if you allow it to, if you're willing to take leadership of this situation, if you're willing to explore and maybe go a little bit outside your comfort zone. I was going to say go a little bit deeper than before, but that felt kind of wrong to say, and I didn't want it to be sort of taken in the wrong context. But this feels like you've had walls up. It feels like you've been sort of doing a little bit of self-guarding, which is fine. But I feel now it's time to take down those walls. It's time to step forward. Sorry, I've got one of my guys around me that always makes me touch my nose. Yes, it's time to move forward. It's time to take control. It's time to listen to what you want, what actually brings out the passion in you, work-wise and relationship-wise, and go with it. Okay, and for some reason I can see you wearing orange. I don't know why, but I've just got orange really coming in around you, and I don't feel it's a colour you would normally wear, but I want to put orange around you, and it just feels like orange is really important, and it feels like when you're wearing this orange you feel empowered. So watch out if you can't wear orange, because I didn't feel like it's a colour you would wear normally, Sean, that's the thing. Look to amber, okay, amber jewellery, because I feel that that will give you the protection and the empowerment that you want. Okay, to be able to step out of your comfort zone and just move that little bit further on. Okay, right, I've got a lady coming round me as I'm speaking to you. Sorry, I'm not being given a name at the moment. Sorry about this. Do you understand the lady who would have had difficulty with the legs? Okay, because I've just got, I can smell a female perfume, but it's not a perfume as in a designer perfume, and I can't name it, but it's more, it's like a floral, soapy kind of perfume, and I'm just getting this really strange feeling in my ankles, my calves, and it feels very painful. It feels like they're made of rock, okay, and I've just got, and it feels like my feet are swollen, and okay, I can see, you know, when you get the swollen feet in the shoes, and I just feel there would have been real difficulty getting shoes on towards the end, okay. But now I'm being shown what looked like a pair of red dancer's shoes, so I feel that this lady would have liked to have danced in her younger day, and I feel she's dancing again now, and I really feel that she wants you to be dancing, and I don't mean in the literal terms, but I mean, you know, just celebrating life and just really linking in with your passion. And watch out, because a little bit of real dancing may come in as well, because I just feel so much passion coming in around. She's just gone, she just came in so briefly on my feet, and then boom, she's gone. Okay, but I'm hoping you can understand the feet, because it's the feet and the swelling, and I just feel, she didn't even give me what family link she was, bless her. She went so quickly and she came in so quickly. When they come around you, there's like a sensation you get, and it's like, oh, it's almost like having hot flushes. I can't explain, but it comes in so quick, and she just really pushed herself forward there. It was the feet, the dancing, the shoes, and that was it. Okay, so I feel this lady would have been quite like that in life. She probably wouldn't have wasted a lot of words, but the words she did give were important and very forceful, very straightforward, my kind of person. I liked her, but I wish she'd have given me a little bit more. But anyway, Sean, I'll give you that with the lover spirit. Thank you for participating. Remember, take leadership. You know where I am if you want to ask me anything. Sorry about that spirit link being quite so quick like that. If we had more time, I probably could get more, but it's just, I haven't got time to call her back. You'll notice her around you. Watch out for that smell, that fragrance. It wasn't nasty, it was nice. It was very clean, very floral. But as I said, not like a designer perfume. I feel she'll come around you with that scent. I think that's her signature. Okay, everybody else, you know how to get in the bag. Thank you all for participating. Thank you for your continued support of Mystic Moonstone. Thanks a lot. Bye.